Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we're finally to the match that I think is the main event of the whole thing. It is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. This is a complicated mess, to be honest, because obviously Cody Rhodes won King of the Ring. They got him this title opportunity, and there's a lot that can happen. Obviously, it being a street fight kind of makes it open that somebody's going to probably come down there and help Cena again. I feel like it's just kind of rehashing the WrestleMania match that really didn't go over really well, and I don't really feel like there's a world here where Cena loses, because the whole point of everything that's gone on with their whole storyline and stuff kind of is too soon to pull the plug on Cena as champion. I feel like his eventual thing is that he's going to feel so bad about what he's done and then get turned back to being a babyface towards the very end of his run. But I don't feel like that's like until like an October November thing, and then finishes out in December. That's where I think we really get the John Cena like thing. So I don't see him losing the title. Obviously, there's a lot of things that kind of make that point true. One being that John Cena has already been confirmed for Perth, which is in October for Night of Champions. So more than likely, that means that he's in the champion versus championship match. Obviously, there could be a million other things, but saying that, it was kind of like when they announced Randy Orton for Backlash. We already knew that he was going to be John Cena's opponent. So there's just stuff like that. When you say that, it makes it so much more difficult to plan everything, because you know that that's probably going to happen. Plus, Cody Rhodes, the big thing that not a lot of people have been talking about is that he's on the Street Fighter movie, so there's going to be some portion of time where he misses 1 to 2 months filming that. And I think that's where this happens. I think he loses here, and he's just kind of beaten down and kind of fades away for a couple months so he can film the movie, come back, and maybe take another stab at John Cena down the line. I just think this was a bad call of making this match here. I mean, obviously they were one of the two biggest names in the company to go here, but I feel like there was just some better calls. I mean, honestly, the way that they played Roman Reigns' storyline, obviously I think it had to do with like him probably actually going against Seth Rollins. But if that wasn't the call, Roman versus John Cena would have been a better call here, just because it would have been as much star power, and it would have been at least one of those things where we could have thought maybe there was a possibility John Cena was going to lose here, and it didn't happen. So we kind of got stuck to the whole, this is going to be the rematch, but I don't think there's any way that Cody loses here or Cody wins here. Cody's been obviously holding this whole feud together by the week to week. John Cena's been in there. It's been great. The nice little last minute trying to tell him that, where he's like, I can't make the match unless I sign this. I thought it was a nice little touch. I feel like it ended up making it almost like, John Cena was afraid of Cody Rhodes and like that, so it made Cody look a little bit better, because that's the problem with this match, with him losing to John Cena again. It just makes him look bad. And I just think there has to be some interference here. It has to be somebody coming down to save John Cena from losing this match. I just don't know who it is, because I don't think The Rock is going to do anything. He hasn't done anything in a while. The whole Travis Scott thing seems to be blown up a little bit, so if that's the case, then I don't think we're gonna see that. So I just really just don't see how this is really gonna end without it just being kind of crappy. I think it probably will be slightly better than their WrestleMania match, but I don't think it's gonna be much better. And that's unfortunate for Cody, because I think Cody is a very above average wrestler. Obviously, John Cena is on the older side, but he's been putting in some work. I mean, he doesn't look the worst out there. He doesn't look the best, but he's out there doing stuff. So I think he's doing what he needs to and keeping this feud together. But I just feel like this was not the right call at the right time. I just think they kind of panicked having a 2 night SummerSlam, that they wanted that marquee match, and I don't even think it should be the marquee match. I think the triple threat should be the main event. It should be Rhea, Io, and Naomi main eventing this. I can't imagine that they would put John Cena on not the main event, but why? Like, honestly, that triple threat is going to be superior in every word of it. The story's been better, the wrestling's going to be better, and everything about it is going to be a better match than what this is going to be, unfortunately. But I'm still excited. I'm still going to hope and root for Cody. I like John Cena too, but I'm more of a Cody guy out of these two, especially babyface. Plus, there's always a possibility that Cody turns heel and changes up the whole entire game. And I'm kind of excited to see if they try that. We have so many big baby faces, and we have some heels, like John Cena's obviously heel, Gunther's a heel, and there's like some other people that kind of go around that border. But we don't really have that mega heel that could be like life changing. And I think heel Cody Rhodes is eventually going to happen at some point. It's just when they decide to pull the trigger, and this could be the time they do it. I really do think it would be better for him to be frustrated and sulk, and then when he comes back, he turns heel on John Cena. But I don't think they're gonna, take that like extra time because that's just kind of the WWE. They're either gonna do it now or never type of thing. A lot of the time. So I guess we'll see what happens. This has been a pretty, like I said, pretty solid feud. To probably put the feud into a B area. Like it's not the greatest, but not the worst. Obviously, it's one guy doing most of the work with Cody, and John Cena only making I think 2 appearances during this whole thing, and it's just not enough to keep it going. And Cody had to do that basically for the WrestleMania one. John did show up a lot more, but overall there was still a lot of gaps in between all that. So yeah, if you guys like these feud videos, I've been doing every single one. So if you're following along, hope you're enjoying all these. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.